Good afternoon, everyone. How's everybody doing today? Joe from NYYANEE Mania. How is everybody doing on a Thursday afternoon? A little bit strange to be on for lunch instead of breakfast, but it's always so good to be with everyone here in the chat. Hope everybody's having a good day. As you know, we're on at 12 o'clock today because we have a special guest. Former Major League Baseball player Logan Morrison will be with us shortly, courtesy of Nitin Sports Rush, and of course Nitin and his team. And we will definitely get to Logan as soon as he comes up. I also wanted to give a shout out to everyone that's out there. Please subscribe. Don't forget to press the notifications so you never miss any short or anything like that. I have some exciting news of another added show that we're going to be putting on next week. So very happy, very excited about this guest coming up. But when we have a little time, a little later, I will bring everything out there for you. In the meantime, I want to bring up one of our co-hosts. That's Sean Browning. Sean Browning, how you doing, Sean? I won't do the whole thing today, but how are you, Sean?
I'm doing all right. I mean, there's a lot of news going on.
I know. You want to get to let's see. We do have for let's say 2 minutes. If Nitin is down below, I was wondering if he can come up and give us some updated news on some sad news about with the Dallas Cowboys today. Nitin, can you come up a minute? No, I guess not. But Sean, you want to get to that news? Oh, he can. Okay. I'm going to bring him. I'll bring him up.
Hey, guys.
Hi, Nitin. How you doing? Welcome to the show.
Yeah, good afternoon. What's up, everyone? Guys, get your questions ready for Logan. He should be joining soon, but my team just reached out to him. But today, sad news from the Dallas Cowboys. Marshawn Nealon, 24-year-old defensive player, has passed away at the age of 24, and just devastating. He was literally playing Monday Night Football against Arizona, and he's the one who got that block punt against Arizona, and just devastating. And actually, my team and I know someone that knows him closely too, so it's just praying for the family and friends. And then the police report came out. Apparently, they saying it's a gunshot. Something happened with a gunshot, and then it could be a suicide. They're saying so, but investigation is still ongoing. But thoughts are with the family. This is a tough time, obviously, and second season with the Dallas Cowboys. A lot of talent. Like I said, only 24 years old. He brought, man, that's why life is too short. You can't take anything for granted. And I don't know what to say, man. It's just hard. I feel so bad for the family. And like I said, my team and I know someone closely that knows him. But we'll keep that conversations private. But it's just heartbreaking, and I don't know. It's like I don't know what to say, man. It's horrible. I'm just gonna leave it as that, and hopefully they can. I don't know. The NFL has to do a better job when it comes to like situations like this, mental health stuff, or we don't know what the full story is yet, but hopefully, the investigation is still ongoing. But
yeah, but I mean, and there's some truth to that in life. If anybody is struggling with mental health or just life in general, seek help. Don't try to bottle it in. Like a lot of us, it's human nature. But, seek help, whether it's close friends or professional help. But yeah, we don't. And I'm not speculating that was what was going on with him. I don't know anything. But my prayers and deep, sincere condolences goes out to the families, the loved ones, and the teammates of the Dallas Cowboys.
Yeah, me too. I'm kind of in shock. But you know what, guys? Nothing shocks me anymore. The world, things are a little cuckoo sometimes, and just nothing shocks me. And if there is a mental problem with somebody, please seek help. Don't keep it bottled up inside of you. It doesn't do you any good. It doesn't do your loving relatives any good or your partner. But again, we're speculating. We need to you need to know the whole story before we can really actually make a judgment on that. So our prayers out to his family, his girlfriend,
Yeah.
and the Dallas Cowboys. It's a sad day in Dallas today. But everyone, I do want to
Guys,
mention.
guys, get your questions ready for Logan, and also Don Mattingly is not returning to Toronto. That could be interesting. Maybe the Yankees, maybe you can pick him up as a coach. You never know.
Or maybe even having him as a special advisor,
Yeah,
senior advisor to, I don't know, Hal Cashman.
I
I'm
doubt
sure
it.
they can create something.
I I think he's going for managerial. That's what
think
he's.
so. Which team? What do you think? Which team?
Good question. I'm not sure. Not
Yeah.
sure, but whatever's available, I could you rest assured Don Mattingly is going to manage someplace.
My
Um,
team, my team reached out to Logan to see if he's ready. So just stay tuned.
okay,
Yeah.
yeah, no problem. Absolutely no problem.
But no, I would love for him to be in Yankee uniform again as a manager, or even if he was hitting coach. I mean, we desperately need help in the hitting department.
Yeah, you could say that. We'll see. We'll see how that goes. But there's so many rumors going around. Remember today at 4 o'clock is the end of the qualifying offer time. So we will know today, everyone, and I'll put out a short if the Yankees will give the qualifying offer to Trent Grisham. I personally think they won't, because I believe that in the marketplace, from what we're hearing, he's worth $15 million a year, if that much. And if you bring that out, the qualifying offer is $22 million. So I think the Yankees are going to be concerned. Well, maybe they talk to the agent and say no qualifying offer, but we'll continue to negotiate with you. That's a possibility. But I can't see them knowing what they know, that if he's worth $15 million, why on earth would you give him a qualifying order for $22 million? You'd have to be insane.
Mm-hmm.
So that's why I think there's no qualifying offer coming to Grissom at this point. But we'll see. Stranger things have happened. Crazier things have happened. And this could be a really, really great time for Don Mattingly, because I have a feeling that the Veterans Committee this year somehow are going to vote him in to the Hall of Fame. So I really, really, if anybody deserves it, it's Don Mattingly for what he did. If you watched him in person, you could see all the videos you want, but if you saw this guy in person, he was amazing. He was totally. I mean, I was at so many games of Don Mattingly. I was even at the game where he caught a pop up, and then he just stopped in front of a nice little fan and he ate some popcorn.
I remember saying that.
Yeah, that was amazing. That was really, really cool. That was great. But you had to see Mattingly in person to really appreciate how wonderful and how fantastic he was. And if it wasn't for that back, oh my God, he would have broke so many records.
Yeah.
Hang in there, guys. My team is getting in touch with Logan, so just stay there. Hang in there.
All right.
All
right. We're hanging
in. Honestly, though, I believe that if he played maybe 2 more years or even 1 more year, got that ring, that he probably would have been first ballot Hall of Fame with the regular but it's him. I see him, and I see Fernando Venezuela,
Mhm.
El Presidente, getting in the Veterans Committee. Um,
Oh
because I
wow.
mean, you just can't deny those two fan bases, those two mania. I
Is
mean,
that
you had Donnie Baseball, and then you had, you know, Fernando Mania or whatever.
Venezuela? You mean or oh
Yeah.
yeah.
Remember when he
Venezuela.
Mhm.
Venezuela? But remember the mania that people, the craze that a lot of fans across the world they went, with him.
Oh,
Um,
it was nuts. It was a crazy time for baseball, and I wish
yeah,
that only wished if Don Mattingly could have been on those teams. He came up like a few years later than Valenzuela, but when the Yankees won the World Series, in '81 and the playoffs in '80. I really
yeah,
believe that Don Mattingly would have gotten a World Series ring with one of these teams with the Yankees if it wasn't for that Don back. It's very, 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 very disheartening and all. JT is reporting Craig Stedman is now the new Padres
Greg
manager.
Chapman, he's a former pitcher. Let me see this.
Yes.
Let
Can
me
we
see.
confirm that?
Let me confirm. Let me see that. Hold on.
And thank you, Chad, for that. Thank you,
Um,
JT.
I'm looking right now. Hold on. Give me 1 second.
No problem.
Greg Stabin.
it might have just broke on MLB trade rumors.
Oh wait, hold on. Why do you spell Greg Stabin? Uh, uh, yep, he's right.
Awesome.
Greg Stabin has signed a 3-year contract to become the new manager. Wow, that's interesting. All these teams are hiring first. Is it because of the lockout coming up?
It's possible.
Possible, but also, they're trying to. Like I mean, I remember when Java Chamberlain was saying that a lot of the old school managers they kind of really don't want to have that crash out like
Yeah.
what happened with Tony La Russa.
Yep. That's
Yeah.
true.
Now, Carl says my thoughts on getting Mattingly to work with Ben Rice at first to make him a bench coach. Yeah, but I think Donnie Baseball is waiting to manage. I think that's going to come first, Carl. If nothing else, then he might be open to coming back. I mean, at this point, it would be great for him to come. Now is the time for Donnie Baseball. If he doesn't manage a team, to come back to the New York Yankees. It is
Yeah.
about time.
No.
Everybody's come back one way or the other, and you need to get him back here. One
Oh
way
yeah.
or the other.
Well, I remember when he was the hitting coach with Joe Torre after Chris Chambers left in 2006, 2007,
Yep.
even 2005, and yeah, you had. I seen him there in the spring training. It was a game at Disney Park, the Wide World of Sports, which is owned by Disney World, but you get what I'm saying. The Atlanta Braves played there against the Yankees in that
Right.
park,
In that park,
and
yes.
that was like 10 minutes from the road. I lived in the house I lived at the time, so me and my mom we went there, and yeah, I saw him in person. I saw Gary Sheffield, all those guys, Reggie, and it was like wow, seeing how he was helping to tutor some of those guys. I was like, wow, this guy really. And plus, they were huge.
Oh yeah, no, definitely huge. But yeah, no, I mean, hey, and by the way, last night we also had a very very nice stream, a added show. We talked about different positions with the Yankees. Remember Sunday night, Sean and everybody in the chat. Sunday night is our wrap up show at 8 p.m. right here on NYYANEE Mania, and we'll go over all the top news that's happening with the Yankees, baseball. We'll give you the football scoreboard, NBA, NHL, you name it. It will undoubtedly be another great. We had a great response to last Sunday night's show. It was very exciting to come on, and you people kept asking for it, and we do not disappoint. We will definitely be here, and when we'll talk. Well, we are going to dissect Yankee pitching, relief pitching, and the bench because we took care of everything else. So, I mean, we can go over a couple of things. And then, of course, Monday at 4 p.m., we're going to have Colin Cosell, who's the PA announcer for the New York Mets. And he's going to be with us on a special show at 4 p.m. on Monday. And then we all know about Tuesday, everyone. It's November 11th, a salute to our heroes here on Mania. Come and celebrate at 7 p.m. We're gonna have guests. We're gonna have the maid of honors are gonna be Ken and Sean Browning, and hopefully a couple of people in the chat also. So we're really looking forward to that.
All right, guys, get ready.
Have all your questions ready for that, and
my team and I
get back to you.
Okay, he's in now. So there you go, guys.
Yeah, he's in. There's no face.
You can drop me now too if you want.
Okay.
And you can add me later.
Let's see.
There we go.
Oh, there he is. How you doing? The man of the hour, the man with the power. How you doing?
Good. How you guys doing?
We're doing all right.
How's it going? Sean and Joe here with you, Logan. How's your day going, and how's everything with you, the family? That's first off and important.
Yeah, everything's going well. I got a little nice routine here, retired, so I work out in the mornings, play a little golf, watch some kids from time to time, make sure they're alive and well, and yeah, go from there, do some traveling. So
Retired at such a young age. How nice is that?
Yeah, well,
How nice is that? Don't rub it in.
Yeah, it's always a fluid situation. Retired today, doing something crazy tomorrow. So,
well, if just dissecting everything right now. First of all, do you miss baseball? And tell us about your dream. Take us through the journey of Logan Morrison becoming that ball player. Take us through that.
So I miss everything about baseball except for playing the games. Played so many of those get kind of old and boring. Now throw me in a World Series Game 7 like we just had, that would bring back some feelings and probably want to do that. But the overall grind of it, I do not miss. I love hanging out with the guys, love having that tribe, playing cards in the plane, joking around, messing around. And as far as the dream and the journey goes, as long as I could remember, I wanted to be a big league baseball player. I grew up in a bunch of different places because my dad was in the military and the Coast Guard. And I can remember specifically one time my mom said, "Well, what do you want to do when you grow up?" I said, "Well, I want to be a big league baseball player." And she goes, "Well, if that doesn't work out, what do you want to do?" Like, I don't know. I mean, maybe be a brain surgeon. And she's like, "Well, there's a lot of blood involved with that." I'm like, "Well, I guess I'll just do that in the off season or figure out something else to do because just want to be a big league baseball player." And there's pretty much no plan B. Put everything I had into it. Did all the travel stuff, the camps, and was never the best baseball player on my team when I was older, but just kept working and was able to establish myself and get drafted and go from there.
Well, first of all, I'm sure you're very proud of 140 home runs, which was a big feat. That was awesome. I always enjoyed your hitting. I love that left-handed bat. To me, your left-handed bat, to be honest with you, would be a perfect fit in Yankee Stadium.
Yeah.
And I would have loved to see you bang some balls in the 314 range. Because
yes,
I think you would have broke the foul pole.
Yeah, so I actually had an opportunity in 19. I was coming off a hip surgery, and I
Yeah, you
signed with
went.
the Yankees. Yeah, and they asked if I wanted to go up there. They said only be for 10 days, and I mean I was killing the ball in AAA. So I was like, well, I probably could just sign with somebody else right now and get up to the big leagues right now. Well, that didn't work out. So spent 2 weeks on the couch waiting for the All-Star break. Ended up signing with the Phillies and getting up to the Phillies later that year. But it's probably one of the bigger regrets of my career that I didn't take that opportunity to go be a Yankee. But hey, it is what it is.
When you were down with the Yankees, were you uh, was it a special feel to put on? I know it was a minor league, but is there a different way? I always ask every ex player that comes on here, is there a special feel that you turn around and say, "Hey, I'm a New York Yankee"? Is there anything different of putting on the pinstripes as opposed to any other team?
You didn't really feel that until Judge and Stanton came down and rehabbed. And then you're like, oh, this is different because then they're selling out minor league stadiums in Durham, and Stanton hit one over the dang condo building in left field over there. Um, I'm crushing the ball, and they come down, and I'm benched. So it's one of those two, but it is what it is. And like I said, you didn't really have like that mystique or that aura, but the people in the organization, that's what sets them apart, in my opinion, is the clubhouse managers, the equipment managers, to make sure everything's taken care of. They skip no expense as far as what food they're giving you. When I first signed, they had my pant size with my name in it, and I'm a minor league baseball player. They didn't cut any corners, and other organizations wouldn't do that. Like, all right, here, try somebody else's used pants, things like that, which it goes a long way. Like, you still mean something. So yeah.
Now you're talking Scranton Wilkes-Barre, right?
Well, this is when I was in Tampa. So I came off the hip surgery, and I had to like get my legs right, and I had to do some like GCL stuff. And I remember there was a bunch of guys down there. That was like a mash unit at that point because Aaron Hicks was there, Didi Gregorius was there,
Oh wow.
Tulowitzki was there. So even Miguel Andujar was there.
Oh,
They were all rehabbing. So yeah. But yeah, I got my locker right next to Tulo. Um, they treated me like a big leaguer, and that's all you can ask for. All the PTs and the training staff was great. It really helped me get through because when you're coming off of surgery, you go out there and you're on your feet for 6 innings at a time. It doesn't sound like much, but that first day, it's like, holy shit, I don't know if I can walk again. And you get all this treatment, get all this stuff going, and they got me back on the field, and yeah, tore it up, and yeah, so.
so now you say, okay, you're talking about the field. But what was it like for you that, hey, I made the major league. So what was your first, going back, when you could remember, what was your first day like saying, wow, tomorrow or later on today, I'm going to be in a major league ballpark playing Major League Baseball. My name is going to be up in in lights. My name is get. How does that feel? How does that make, how do you tell a young kid coming up something like that? What would you tell them?
Yeah, so you don't ever do it by yourself. There's always coaches that prepare you, help you along the way, your parents and all that kind of thing. So when you do get that call, it is a cool call to get. Don't get me wrong, but you're ready, you're prepared for it. For me, uh, the coolest thing was getting to call my parents and tell them I was going. My dad was diagnosed with lung cancer and sick at the time, and knew he didn't have long to live, so he was able to see me get my first big league hit and all that kind of stuff. And so that was pretty fulfilling. And I remember after the season was over, driving on his wheelchair to his radiation appointments. And, he's like, hey, man, I'm sorry I was a butthead to you. I didn't know any way else to do it. He was very regimented, very disciplined, military type upbringing. And he's like, that's the only way I knew. Just so happy you made it. And I'm like, Dad, I didn't make it. We made it. Like, this wouldn't be possible without you. Like, I needed you. Every bit of hard ass you, every bit of like you pushing me. I needed all of that. So, we made it. And those kind of things are cool. It's not what you do, it's how you make people feel. And for me, that was being able to do that. My first opening day, My dad had already passed that off season, so my mom was in the stands, all my family's in the stands, and the night before, I'm telling my girlfriend and ex-wife now that I'm going to hit a home run tomorrow. Well, I had two the first half season, and she's like, "Okay, we'll do it." And I said, "No, I'm going to do it. I don't know why, but I know I'm going to hit a home run." So seventh inning comes around, hit a home run, and I told my dad before he passed that I'm going to give a salute to the skies every time I hit a home run. So my mom's crying, my aunts, my grandma's in the stands, and everybody's going crazy. You go through the line when you get into the dugout. And another guy that was my roommate in AAA had made the team based on a happenstance of a freak injury with another player. So he pulls me out of line because he knew how sick my dad was, heard him all coughing and all that stuff. He pulled me out of the home run line, if you will. And he said, "I can't believe you did that. You're the best player I've ever seen in my life. Can't believe you did that for him." And it's like one of those things that you don't really realize at the time, but there's obviously something else there, and somebody else helped me do it. So
before we go on with anything else, Logan, I did want to tell you, because you brought up a wonderful story with everything about your loving dad and all. On the 11th, on November 11th, we're going to be celebrating the troops right here on NY Mania, and it's going to be around 7 p.m. And we're lining up guests, former players, CEOs, you name it, are coming on. And anybody that has a story, either about a loved one, yourself, or anything, we would love it. Now that you mentioned that, if you don't mind, if you have a few minutes on Tuesday night, if you could come on and share a wonderful story with us.
Sure. Yeah, no problem.
That would be great. So we'll definitely get in touch with you. We're going to have two people that have served. Actually, Sean Brownie, that's with us right now. Ken from The Ugly Truth, who has a podcast. He's going to be on. We're probably going to have a couple of people from the chat, and a lot of people coming up, ex-players. Like I said, that we're also going to have anchor people, news anchor people, to come and say thank you. Also, any diseases. Anybody that's been going through a living hell, we want to salute each and every person. So we would love it if you would share a few minutes, whatever you want to say. It doesn't, you're more than welcome, and we would appreciate the honor of having you on.
Yeah, no problem. Sounds
okay. So we'll definitely be in touch with you, and we'll work out a time that you'll come on. Would you mind fielding a few questions from the chat?
Yeah, no problem.
All right. Well, we're going to start with Katie. And thank you, Katie, for being on and your question. My question to Logan is, what was your favorite memory of your father's life? Well, that's a really nice question, Katie.
Yeah, that's pretty tough. There's a couple right off the top of my head. When he was first diagnosed, I was in AAA living at home with my parents. So happened that the Marlins AAA was in New Orleans and he was stationed there. So I was living at home. My mom tells me that he's in the emergency room, and I had just gotten hurt, torn my labrum. So I'm on the training table, I get it, and she's like, "Oh, he's probably fine, just stress at work." Well, I get home that night, and she's looking at the CD on the computer. Said, "Oh, I see where they say it might be lung cancer, but it's probably pneumonia or something. I'm sure he's fine." Well, the team says, "Well, stay home, see what's going on with your dad. You're not going to play anyways." Let's call that a Thursday. Monday was his oncology appointment, and so on that Monday morning, we walk into the office. The doc walks in, and he looks right at Tom, my dad, and he goes, "Hey, Tom, you have stage 3, possibly stage 4 lung cancer. I don't know how long you have to live." My mom's crying. I'm crying. He doesn't skip a beat. He's like, "Well, you're going to keep me around long enough to see my son get his first big league hit?" It's just like, wait, what? You just got a death sentence, and that's the first thing that comes out of your mouth, and it just goes to show how, and you don't understand it until you have kids of your own, but how much a father loves his son, or any of that kind of stuff. So that one. Another one is when I was young, he'd take me hitting all the time, every day he could.
Nope, We lost them for a minute. Sean, are you okay? You hear me?
Yeah, I'm there.
We lost. He went off for a minute. That.
Yeah.
Not our fault, guys. It was unfortunately on Logan's end. Hopefully he will come back. What a great guy! What a great guest. So sorry to hear about his dad, and I'm sure we'll hear more on Tuesday with it. So what a shame. Hear stories like that. It's just disheartening. It really is.
Yeah.
I unbelievable. Katie, yes, I'm sure you heard that I did ask the question to Logan. Unfortunately, he had a problem with his with him being, I don't know, something with the computer on his side. Hopefully, he will be back.
Yeah.
But Sean, I'll tell you some of the stories that you hear. It's just so frightening. It's so scary. And, we get mad at crazy things, this and all that. And the most important thing that we don't worry about really is our health.
Mm-hmm.
Because, Sean, you could have 40, 50 billion dollars. That doesn't guarantee you anything.
Nope.
You know what I'm saying? It doesn't guarantee you. I mean, yeah, today you're happy, but you don't know what's going to happen tomorrow. You don't know. It's like, I was always told by a priest who said, if you were guaranteed to be healthy your whole life or be a millionaire and be miserable, not miserable, but not feeling well, which one would you take? And I think it's very clear to me. As long as I can put food on the table and having a family, we just get by. If I know my health and I'm there for, let's say, my kids, my nephews, my nieces, my great nephews, and I'm there for aging mom and dad and grandparents, then I'll sign up for that.
Oh, yeah.
I would sign up for that. I mean, I know there are people that wouldn't, but I would. No question about it. So, again, everyone, we're hoping Logan Morrison will come back. There was, I guess, an issue on his side from his login. So we're really hoping that he will come back. So hang tight, everyone. Great question, Katie. Good questions from a lot of people. I had a couple here in the chat on the phone. So we are waiting. Today, Sean, do you think the Yankees are going to give the qualifying offer to Trent Grisham? Because I don't.
I don't, because like you were saying earlier, he was making $5 million last year, right? And so he's worth $15 million. And the qualifying offer would be $22 million. You would be a fool to pass that up. But I mean, as much as I love Grisham, and he had a great, but there's this other thing too, is that there's no guarantee that he's gonna duplicate his career year. But what I would see them offering it to somebody, but I don't know if it would be him. Probably Cody Bellinger, in an attempt to re-sign him, because Cody Bellinger.
I believe Cody Bellinger. Well, he's not getting a qualifying offer because he already took one. So the Yankees don't have to do that. But if they had to, they would give it first to Cody Bellinger. There's no question in my mind. Because I mean, let's face it. If you're Hal Steinbrenner, all right,
mm-hmm.
and you know that the industry is telling you $15 million a year. Why? And he'll sign, let's say, a 3-year deal for 45. Why on earth would somebody sane give him 22 million when they can negotiate 15 and lower? It makes no sense. So you can't blame the Yankees. Oh, they didn't give him a qualifying offer. Well, then if they don't, it's only because it's not worth it. If they're telling you, if the industry is telling you, of course his agent's not going to, but the surrounding area. Let's face it, folks. He got a $5 million. He got like a $3.5 million raise last year. So now you're going to go from $5 million to $22 million. You know how you have to play. Yeah, 34 home runs was a good year. I'm not saying no. He did help. He also struck out 87 times.
Well, and then he cooled off during the end of the season, and in the postseason, most of the team was not hitting. So, I mean, aside from Judge hitting 600 and a few hits other than that, but from other people, and then there's the thing, you got Kyle Tucker and you got Cody Bellinger and you got some others that are above him in the food chain.
Right. No question about it. And I'm sorry, but if the Yankees don't offer him anything, I don't want to hear anybody say they're cheap on that, because that is not fair. If you know anything about business, and I'll say it again, if I know I can get that guy for $15 million or less, why on earth am I going to give him a $22 million qualifying offer? You know he's going to take it because he's going to bet on himself and then wait another 3 years because he's only 30 years old. Hi, David Petruzzi. How's it going? How you doing? How's everything with you? I hope everything's well. I want to let everybody know we did have we've had Logan Morrison on. We were doing a great interview. Unfortunately, he got cut off. Maybe it was some emergency in the home, or it's not our internet connection. We are fine, as you could see. So I'm sorry about that. These things happen when you're on live, but we are here talking baseball, and so a lot of things developing. By 4:00, we're going to know what's going on with qualifying offers, and Sean, there's rumors all over the place with what the Yankees are up to. Trade here, trade there. And I think with some luck, we're going to get Logan back.
All right.
I hope so. Yep, I think we did. And there he is. Did you have to go bat 3 times and then come back to it? How you doing, Logan? Do you hear us?
I think you might be on mute.
Logan, he went. Yeah, he's definitely having problems, unfortunately. But we're doing okay. We'll get him back. He's trying, and excellent guest.
Oh yes, no, and I mean, the fact that he was a military brat.
Yes.
No, I mean, I say that because I grew up, a Navy brat.
Let's check something because he's on the bottom, but he's not on. Maybe he could hear it. Logan, do you hear us? Nope. Because sometimes you may not see the face, but you'll get the they'll hear us. So we're trying everything. So Michael goes, "That's the internet for you."
Oh yeah.
Well, it happens. Well, let's try again. Let's see how we get. Logan, can you hear us? Still no voice. No, Logan, if you can hear us, we're not hearing you. And he's all live TV, folks.
Technology.
Logan, can you hear us? Nope, on and off. All right, now we're gonna play some games. The internet is playing games with us.
But yeah.
We're sorry about that, folks. We'll try to bring him up as soon as we get things. We're trying for you. We're trying to get him back. But as we were saying, So again, 3-4 o'clock this afternoon, it'll be important. I'm really anxious to see what the Yankees are gonna do with that. Let's try it again. Logan, can you hear us?
I can hear you. Can you hear me?
Yay!
Yay!
Here we go.
All right.
That's it. You just signed with the Yankees. No, just kidding. I knew that. I told everybody he just got a call from Hal. We need a hitter. There we go. We were just discussing. I know it's a kind of a story, but with your dad. Now, my dad also died of cancer. But was your dad a smoker?
He wasn't. So I'm not sure exactly how he got it. They don't really know, but it was small cell carcinoma, and they think maybe because he's working on the Coast Guard boats, there's like some asbestos in the paint.
Oh,
The military has a big proponent of. There's two things that were cancerous. It was asbestos in the buildings and in the ships, especially around shipyards, and then the other one is the firefighting foam and water and stuff like that. So
yeah, it could have been it, but nobody really knows. So
well, no, because I also grew up. My parents were in the Navy.
Okay.
My grandfather was Army, so it was a lot of back and forth.
Yeah.
So.
Oh yeah, definitely. Your favorite park to play in?
I mean, who doesn't love playing Yankee Stadium? But I think for me personally is probably Minute Maid down in Houston. Just a great hitter's park. And there's no rain delays. It's, as a player, that's huge. It's so big to only have to get loose one time. That kind of stuff. I didn't mind Tropicana Field either. I know it wasn't the most was it eye appealing or whatever you want to say that. But again, no rain delays and the surface was always nice. No bad hops. Petco Park was gorgeous. Not great hitters park, but you could have your lunch off that infield grass. It is so pristine. So.
Well, one that you didn't mention, and I'm surprised because everybody loves it, Mariners.
Oh yeah, I did love playing there.
Yeah,
it's beautiful. It's gorgeous. That's one of the prettiest cities, man. If you ever get a chance, it's like in the summertime. It's 75 degrees, snow-capped mountains in the distance, skyscrapers in the Puget Sound right there. Just the drive into work, it's gorgeous.
Oh yeah,
Beautiful.
no, I've had to go by there. I used to live in Tacoma and work in Seattle, so it's like the bus would go right by, T-Mobile Park and Safeco Field, or
whatever it's called now.
Yeah, whatever it's called, CenturyLink.
Mariners Park.
Yeah. Well, no, because it's right next to where the Seahawks play. The two stadiums are like side by side. But what was it like when the the Marlins first called you up? What was it going through your mind when you got that first call up?
Yeah, so it was like, okay, how do I get there? We had just landed in New Orleans from Omaha. It's probably about 1 o'clock in the morning. Called my parents up. You needed a suit back in the day, so got to tell them that I was going out there and going to San Francisco. They brought a suit down. They talked to me till about 3-4 in the morning, and I flew out the next day. Probably had like an hour of sleep. Went over to San Francisco, faced Matt Cain, second at bat, got a hit. I was more nervous because I was naturally a first baseman, and they had switched me over about 2 weeks before I got called up to left field. So when I got out to left field at Bell Park or whatever, Oracle Park now, I think it is, whatever it is in San Francisco, and the wind's going everywhere. It's on the bay. There's seagulls flying everywhere. And then you got the guy, I'm sure you've seen him on there. What's the matter with Morrison? He's a bum. That guy yelling at you. It's very nerve-wracking. So I think the second day I made like top 2 web gems. And that's the closest I ever came again to being on the web gems. But
it's all right. You were. I remember you in left field. I remember you at first base, and I remember you hitting a lot of fly balls out of the park. You love hitting against the Yankees. Steve, thanks a lot. We love you for that.
Yeah, I'm sure.
But yeah.
We have a question from Bob. Bob asks, out of the 140 so much home runs that you hit, which one is the most memorable to you?
Yeah, so it'd probably be my third one. Opening day. There's a walk off in Seattle I hit off Dan Otero. That was another memorable one. But the opening day one that we just talked about, first game after my dad had passed, my mom being in the stands, being able to give her the bat and the ball after the game, that was pretty memorable. So
Awesome. And he also asked, he said, first of all, thank you for being here, and sorry about your loss. And he's also saying, what you actually already said, would you have loved to be a New York Yankee?
oh yeah. Just the prestige of it, people say like you just like, oh, who'd you play for? And it's like, well, I kind of played for the Yankees. You kind of, yeah. Well, I was in AAA, but I
Remember
kind of
that?
turned that opportunity, that kind of stuff. So, just to be able to say you played for them and that kind of thing, that was it.
Yeah.
Not only do I remember it, but I was so looking forward to you coming up because I was telling everybody. Actually, I was working overnight. And we had a big conversation, a lot of Yankee fans in the building because I was a doorman concierge while I did some broadcasting. And I told everybody, I said, Yankees bring up Logan Morrison. You know what he's going to do to that right field? That right field's going to explode.
Yeah,
And they said, oh, my God, we have Logan Morrison. I said, yeah, we have him in the minors. We got to bring him up.
Yeah.
And I'm screaming to bring you. This is God's honest truth. I don't lie, Logan. I was screaming, bring him up. Bring him up.
Yeah.
The Yankees have a tendency to wait and not be pro. I'm sorry. I know this is a pro Yankee show, but I tell it like it is.
Yeah.
And somebody's got to come up.
Yeah.
He's got to come up.
They, well, I remember they did wait because, like all the contractual stuff. They waited till I had my opt out, and then they're like, yeah, come up. And the thing is like, everybody was starting to get healthy at the time. They're like, all right, well, he might be up here for 10 days. And it was like, there was going to be limited opportunity. And I just thought, there's a lot of other teams that had less talent that needed more help. And I would get a job somewhere else. Well, that didn't end up working out. So, yeah, I should have gone up there for 5-10 days, whatever it had been. So,
yeah, really. Richard asks, Logan, thanks for being on the show. It's an honor. I'm a lot older than you. But my question is, has baseball been juiced since the day of Mickey Mantle and Roger Maris? Has the baseball been juiced? I'm sorry.
Yeah, it's all right. So, I don't know particularly. I don't think there was I think there was a time where, like, probably 2019, 18, where they did some studies and the baseball was a little harder wound. So the spin rates were more, I guess, more than we've seen in the past. And I think the style of pitching combined with the level of athletes you have now, the more knowledge you have about the swing and the pitching, the farther the balls go. You did have a time back in the steroid era where, people were hitting the ball out of the park all the time and healthy all the time. And I think, now it's coming back to where, well, I could say like when I was getting out of the game, there's a lot more strikeouts and a lot more home runs. Well, that was because pitchers knew how to get you out. But if all I had to do was touch the ball, a 95-mile-an-hour fastball at the top of the zone, and that's not going on the ground. It's going to go in the air. And when you got a guy my size and I hit the barrel, and it's going to go out of the park. So it's just one of those things. I think back in the Maris and Mantle days, fields were probably a little bigger. The wood wasn't as hard. The balls weren't as hard. They didn't really. I don't know if there was an emphasis on ground balls or pitching down in the zone, things like that. But yeah, I mean, you didn't have as many strikeouts. I know one was because they didn't throw as hard. Like people was like, oh, so many strikeouts in the game. Well, tell them not to throw so hard. I mean, that's the bottom line. You don't have that so much time to react. Like 100 is hard to hit no matter who you are. So then they got nasty off-speed stuff behind it. It's like, you want me to hit that all the time? It's not going to happen.
Right.
Now I'm going to lead. Michael has a question about a possible lockout, but I'm going to lead in though with first this. The changes in the game. Do you like the phantom runner in the 10th inning? what do you think of the strike zone, and what do you think about having the ABS system for next year? I know it's a lot in one, but
No, yeah. So the runner on second base, I do think has been a good thing. I don't know exactly how they made that play with the pitchers' ERAs and things. I don't believe it should count against them to have the runner on second, but there does need to be an emphasis on, because we play 162 games in 180 days. You can't have guys going out there for 18 innings at a time and then playing the next day a day game. It's just not conducive. You want your stars to stay healthy. That's the quickest way to get them hurt.
Yeah.
They're already going to get hurt. So I know that might be like we might be getting into like the usage or the whatever you call it in the NBA type thing, but I mean, you already play a crap load of games, and the travel and the amount of demand that you see. And I think like what people don't realize either is these guys back in the day, they stayed healthier because they had off-season jobs. They didn't have to get in the gym and work out and hit all the time. But if you don't do that, you're not going to be productive in this day and age. So it's a vicious circle. It's a give and take there. They actually gave their bodies time to rest. You don't do that here. You can't do that now. You'll get passed by. So, and then the other question was,
do you think there's going to be a lockout?
okay. Oh, the ABS first. Yeah.
The
So,
ABS.
yeah. So I think that's. I think it's going to take a lot of. I know people like the human element. But man, there ain't nothing worse than being at the plate and knowing that thing's a ball and they called a strike and you should be going to first base and you're going back to the dugout and you just want to rip somebody's head off because you stood in that same spot for years and years and years and you got millions of dollars riding on the line. And some guy behind the plate decides that he thinks it's a strike and it's not. And there's been very few times in my career where I've been wrong on that. And when I have, I've apologized for it. On the flip side, there's been a lot of times where they've been wrong on it and I didn't get an apology. So I think it's time for the automatic balls and strikes to come in. It's a hard job, don't get me wrong, but machines are better at it. And I think I know there's differing opinions on this. I talked to Max Scherzer about it a bunch. He's like, well, you're going to get that curveball that bounces in the dirt. It's going to be a strike. It's like, all right, Max, well, you can have that one. But if I know what the strike zone is to the centimeter every single day, that takes out the variables. And as a hitter, that's what I love. I want consistency. I want to know when a ball leaves his hand, that's a ball, that's a strike, whatever it may be. And the more I can lock that in, the more successful I feel I could be.
Well, and then
Yeah, go ahead, Sean.
well, I mean, yeah, and then with umps, they have a tendency of changing the strike zone or what they're calling throughout the game. I mean, we've seen it before where umps will squeeze like for instance last DS
Oh yeah.
he would squeeze a young pitcher and then the pitcher's getting pulled in the fifth inning when he was cruising to the seventh, all because the ump decided to squeeze the zone and make the pitcher pitch more pitches, which
Yep. But it goes on both sides of it. Don't get me wrong. I don't think it's going to be. You're not going to see drastic changes in numbers. I think that you might see more walks, less strikeouts. I really do think that. But I don't know. I'm sure you can look it up because I've seen it on Instagram, like little reels of it and stuff before. Like this umpire had 82% success rate.
Oh,
It sounds like it's a high success rate, but that's 18% of calls in a 9 inning game. That's a lot of pitches you're missing. That's 20 pitches or so. And those are huge. So
normally they're supposed to.
Logan, I've seen so many games live. I've seen so many games on TV. They weren't good this year. They really, and what bothers me, Logan, is that the people that are paying good money, they're coming to see you hit a home run. Yeah. They're not coming to see an umpire throw you out of a game. Yeah. So they got to cool their jets a little bit.
Yeah, I mean, that's another thing that I can't stand. I remember being in Boston. I'm not going to name names, but we had a young kid on the mound, and he's very respectful, Puerto Rican kid, and he just like put his hand like down, like saying, "Is that down?" And the umpire like steps around as the guy walked, steps around, waits for the guy to toe the rubber again, and waits at home plate, and he goes, "Yeah, that ball's down," and then turns back around and goes behind the plate, and just being a butthead about it. And it's like he didn't do anything. He didn't call you out or show you up. Like, why are you doing that to him? And that kind of stuff frustrates me. And by the way, he ain't that good. He might think he is, but he's not.
Well,
Nobody's that good.
I'm telling you, I don't like. I mean, can you imagine? You're paying, let's say, $300 for the seat, and you're coming here to see Aaron Judge or Logan Morrison.
That one ejection that Judge had, that's the softest stuff I've ever seen in my life.
Yeah.
Because you said that ball's down or out, and you're gone. What?
Now, how do you think a person that spent $300 on this seat feels? I'm here to see Aaron Judge try to put the ball in Judge's chambers, not get thrown out of the game.
Yeah,
right.
Mean, really,
yeah.
MLB.
And if you have who are you going to argue with when you have the automatic ball to strikes in the machine? Like, no, you're going to go back to the dugout. And then if it's right or wrong, you can still yell or whatever. Like if it gets it wrong, I don't know if that even is a thing. Maybe that's technology they got to work out. But if they get it wrong, it's like, well, shoot. I still don't know who to yell at. It's like, so you're not getting thrown out for that.
That's a great point, Logan. Now, okay, so let's say they go like this, they tap themselves on the head, and it's a call that they don't like. Now they start arguing. Does the umpire have the right, or they have the right to throw you out, or do they have, or they can't say anything? They got to get mad at the machine.
Yeah, right. Like that's the thing is if the machine messes up, I don't because it's out of the umpire's hands at that point. So at me as a hitter, if that happens to me, they call a strike a ball and then I challenge it and they confirm it, but it's not. It's like, yeah, I'm mad, but I can't yell at the umpire for it because at that point it's a technical problem.
Right.
So I don't know. I think it cleans up a lot of that, but you're right about that stuff. You're right. So
well, I mean, that one of the times the Boone got ejected, he wasn't even doing something. It was something a fan said that the hump heard, and he just threw out Boone for whatever the
best
said.
one was in Toronto when Brett Gardner was still on the team, and he's banging the thing with the bat, and then but Gardner was like pissed about his other bat, obviously, but I forget who said something, but it wasn't Gardner. And he's like, Gardner's gone. He's like, he didn't say anything. You're gonna throw somebody out, throw me out to Boone. He's like, okay, you're gone too. He threw two people out.
Well, we had that this year with Aaron Boone.
Yeah.
The guy, the umpire says, say one more word and you're out. The guy that was sitting in the second row was screaming, and he goes, you're out. And Boone said, I didn't say anything. What was that guy? And he goes, I don't care. You're out. Oh, man.
I think that was when the whole stadium started jeering the ump sucks. So
well, and like here's another thing too. This is like the whole system's messed up because I'm sure you guys have heard this before, but it's like if I strike out here, I might get sent down, or I'm not going to make as much money. Well, if that umpire misses a call, he ain't getting sent down. He's not making less money.
Oh.
There's no repercussions on him. What is he going to get yelled at by the fans? Okay, who doesn't? Like it's like there's no repercussions for them. So I think it's about time we have the balls and strike system come in because them punishing umpires or them for their performance isn't obviously a thing. I think they might have made Angel retired, but that's about the only one I've ever heard of. So
yeah, yeah. I mean, but also the thing too is these other rules that Manfred wants to implement, like the pitch clock and the throwing over twice. Do you think that helps the game, or is it just kind of more of a?
Well, I think from the general fans' perspective, I know it takes some of the strategy out of it because against Marcus Stroman especially, I used to take my time because I knew it bothered him. I knew he wanted to work fast. He wanted to get his rhythm. Same with Jamie Moyer. So his strategy as a hitter is like, all right, I'm gonna take my time. Let's call time a shoot, stuff like that. But as the overall flow of the game, getting everyone comfortable with getting in the 30 seconds or whatever it is to throw the next pitch, getting the time of game shorter. I think it's a good thing, and it's not. I mean, listen, I remember playing in Seattle, and we're in Boston. We had a 4 o'clock getaway game, and we were there until 9:30 at night playing a game because the game took so dang long, and we didn't get back till 4 in the morning. So it's not a bad thing for players either. It's just having to get used to it.
Yeah.
I don't see it as a bad thing, and the throwing over is the same thing. It's a speed it up, which I think the main reason is because the advertiser said, "Hey, we got to speed the games up because we want people more eyes on the game, and we want more eyes on our advertisements."
Yeah.
Yeah, no,
Um,
it's just nuts. It's nuts. Sean, you have another question?
yeah. Well, we've talked a lot about how hit and run has kind of become a lost art and a lot of small ball stuff. Do you think that will eventually come back, or
Yeah, I mean, so the guys are getting way more athletic, right? So the hitters are not just power hitters until they get older; they're also running around, fast guys. They can really throw. They're 5 tool guys. But I think one of the reasons that the hit and runs out is because there's so much information out there as a hitter. It's like they know where to pitch you. They know where to do. So you're basically wanting a mistake to get a hit and run on, or the guy throws so hard it's kind of hard to make contact. And yeah, when I do make contact, the ball goes out. But it's like, okay, let me try to make contact here. Is not something that you take your full swing. It's like it's like you don't. It's hard to let up and take a half swing to try to make contact on a 100-mile-an-hour fastball. You just take your A swing and hopefully you hit it, kind of thing. That's it's
yeah,
and then so I think that's why that goes. But I also think with the new rules, guys are stealing more bags, and I don't know the exact science behind that. So if they're stealing more successfully, I just think that why make the hitter be in a position to where he's trying to foul something off that might not be in the strike zone.
There's
all
a
right.
there's a question up here, Richard, about managers. But before I get to that, I wanted to ask you your favorite manager you played for. That's coming from Teresa.
My favorite manager I played for. Man.
Boy, they put you on the spot here, boy.
Yeah, I like. I mean, I didn't have a problem with any of them. I really liked. I really liked Paul Molitor. He was great. Paulie 3K. He's a player's manager. Made you feel welcome. You're struggling. He'd bring you in and say, "Hey, man, you're gonna be all right." That kind of stuff. He was great. The stories he had from playing were awesome. Yeah, I would say Paul. He got pretty sure I played so poorly that year I got him fired, but didn't mean I didn't like him. So there was another question, the lockout I wanted to touch on. So I don't know all the fans know, but lockout is when the owners shut it out, and strike is when the employees, the baseball players, don't come to work. And in my opinion, I don't know. I think it's all posturing and uh, uh, bluffing by the owners. They're making way too much money. And for them to lock it out and cause a work stoppage for any significant amount of time during the season is just not financially savvy for them. I mean, if you look at the numbers, we're at I don't know how many $1 billion industry, $30 billion industry, and look at the payrolls. Yeah, you have the Dodgers that are above the luxury, but that's it. The Yankees don't even do that anymore. Um, and then you have a bunch of teams that would rather just be profitable and not try to win games. Pirates, A's. I mean, the players union had to gripe about it for 10 years for the A's to start spending money, and the A's want a new stadium. They want everything given to them, yet they won't put no product on the field.
Right.
So, and the Rays get away with it because the Rays are good because they can draft and develop. Well, not every team's like that. And I also want to go back to this part. Remember when was the COVID World Series and they had it in Texas
Yeah, of course.
and they took Snell out? Well, remember that year the Yankees got Garrett Cole.
Yes.
How come nobody holds the Rays and say, "Hey, you guys had a World Series team. If you would have got Garrett Cole that year, you would have won the World Series. You would have beat the Dodgers because you had Snell, because you had him, Glasgow, all those guys."
Yeah.
Nobody wants to bring it up that way.
Well,
No.
the money. You think that they were going to spend 300 million on cards?
Well, no, I don't know if they couldn't, but they wouldn't. That's more the thing. It's like you win a World Series, it does amazing things to your franchise evaluations,
Yes.
and it's more than $300 million. And if Garrett Cole was to have a Rays be signed by the Rays, I'm sure he's selling a lot of jerseys down there as
Oh, yeah.
well.
I
So
mean,
I don't know about all that. I don't know if it would have made sense financially or not. But if you had him in that World Series, they probably win that World Series.
They are, to me, they have the smartest front office,
Yeah.
along with the way the Dodgers run things right now. The only
Well,
difference is they do it with their brains. The Dodgers do it with the muscle of the money.
yep. And
right.
they do both. They do both, though. I think like they keep players around like a Miguel Rojas that doesn't make much. Kike Hernandez doesn't make much, and they do have great depth in their minor league system because what they did with those pitchers, Shohei didn't start pitching until the playoffs. Yamamoto was getting rest here and there, and they just used the depth of their farm system to keep them going.
Yeah,
Right.
And you're right, but they
Yamamoto.
use both though. You're right, they do spend the money to get those guys there, but they're so deep in their farm system to keep. Hey, let's win the division, and then it doesn't matter if we don't have the best record. We got our studs now healthy, ready for the postseason. And that's how we're going to win.
Well, I don't. Whatever anybody says, the bottom line to me is Tampa Bay has the. I mean, if anybody leaves from that organization, the Yankees have to. I mean, and I'm saying it from this standpoint, they got to jump on it because they are smart as hell there. I don't know what they do analytics. I don't. I don't know. I don't proclaim to know. All I
Yeah.
know is since the Yankees have put analytics in, they can't do jack nothing with this team. And
Well,
I mean, they get in, but that's it.
Well, I think that part of that analytics stuff is it tells you not to go sign those guys that was winning you guys World Series back in the day. Yeah, you pay for it on the back end. These guys are hurt, but George didn't care about it. He's like, all right, I don't care. I want to win. Now these analytics are telling him don't do it because you're going to be paying too much in the back end, even though you might get a ring out of it. You don't go over the luxury tax now like you used to or whatever it was because you just didn't care. Like, yeah, we're going to go win World Series. Now it's like, all right, we're relevant. We're in the playoff. Look at how much money we're making, and we're still at the precipice. Um, I don't know all those things to be fact, but you're right. They do a good job of drafting and developing the players. So I think it's more of a synergy thing. Yes, they identify the talent, but then they have the coaches in place that keep them healthy and develop them.
To me, they should be up there with executive of the year all the time. I mean, they just get a player and he's just magic. He's magic, and it's great. It's really cool. Victor asks, we know you're a major leaguer, but who is your, or do you have an NFL team of your choice?
Yeah, you guys aren't going to like this. So I was born in Kansas City, Missouri, so I'm a Chiefs fan. It was church and Chiefs when I was growing up. Uh, I'm enjoying the spoils now, but I did go through a lot of hard years.
Oh yeah, y'all had
And
a lot of
yeah,
heartache. And now y'all got the two of the greatest coaches to ever coach.
that's what I think too. Is people don't understand that. Like, look at Philly and their struggles every other year. It's like, yeah, they find the right coordinators and they're good for that year, but then those coordinators get hired away. Well, we don't have that problem. We got Spags and we got Andy Reid, and they're not going anywhere.
No.
So that keeps that synergy together. Those players know what to expect. The GM knows how to draft because he based on what the coaches want. All that stuff plays into it. And there's no,
Yeah.
that's to me is one of the biggest reasons why they're always in it.
And I'll say this: the Hunt family, I
Yeah.
give them a lot of respect because they have this way where they're involved, but they don't overshadow the GM and the coach, or the players. They take care of the players, do what they need to do. You know,
Yeah, I think they're fans first and foremost. They want to see the Chiefs win. and they're able to hire and then step back and let them do their jobs. And that's a hard thing to do, but yeah, I think that's what they do best.
No question. Logan, we do, and we appreciate you taking all the time in the world. I hope we're not overstepping our, our needs with you, but I love it. I mean, we could talk to you all day long. It's great. But I do have a little surprise for you, and I'm actually gonna bring him up now.
Yep.
There he is.
All right.
There you go, Nathan. Meet Logan. Logan,
Hey.
meet Nathan.
Glad that we can help you out to bring Logan on here. Logan, I think I got connected through Logan through so I don't know, Logan, I know you've been watching our stuff, and me and my team and I were connected with a lot of athletes, and we're good friends with Matt Garza, Jake McGee. We're good friends with all of them, and I think that's how you got connected through us. I think through them. But yeah, Logan, I'm glad that we can help bring Logan on here. So not only this, I booked Logan for our Jabba the Mouse show with I work with Jabba Chamberlain also. So Logan will be coming on that show on November 12th. He's going to be coming on my own show too on the same day. So looking forward to Logan coming on those both shows. But it's good. It's truly his Logan's story, man, is awesome, and you guys are doing. Shout out to the chat. The questions are amazing for Logan, and Joe and Sean. You guys are killing it. And Logan, obviously, you have a lot of things to tell. I've been following your career too while you were playing, and to be connected with all these players is truly amazing. And speaking of the Chiefs, I do have a lot of connections to the Chiefs when it comes to. So the Hunt family is truly amazing. I love the Hunt family, and I'm good friends with Patrick Mahomes Sr.
Oh yeah,
yeah, we had him on our show ways back. Good friends with him, and then I know one of my mentors is Lee Steinberg. Lee Steinberg is the agent for Patrick Mahomes currently.
Okay.
Yeah, so he's one of my mentors, and that's how I got connected through the Chiefs, and now I'm connected with the Hunt family. Tavia chimes in every once in a while with me, and I message her a little bit, but I don't bother them during the season because they obviously they're focused on one goal. But it's good.
Well,
it's like
tell Gracie I'm single.
Oh yeah, dude, Gracie is like, oh my god, the Gracie is
beautiful.
Like,
yeah. But I'll actually be in Kansas City. I bought my kids for Christmas. I bought them Chiefs tickets. They're playing the Broncos, which should be a big game.
You went to the game?
Yeah, it's Christmas night. So I got them some 50-yard line, about 15 rows up tickets. So
hey, I can reach out. I'm to reach out to Gracie for you. I can.
That would be awesome. Get them on the field. Oh my God, they'd love that. Yeah.
Hey, you want,
Oh yeah.
But you want to take her out on a date or something? Maybe.
Yes, all of that. Oh my God, all of that. All of that.
I'll be a matchmaker too if you want.
Yeah, that would be awesome.
I always wanted to do a dating show. So Logan, you might be our first date.
I mean, I doubt she has any interest in the 38-year-old retired baseball player, but if she does, I'm in.
You look like you're 20.
But you're a Chiefs fan though, so
that's it. That's it. Yeah.
I have a question for a real good question. The fans I know would love to hear this, so would like your answer. So qualifying offer, okay? If the qualifying offer is $22 million for 1 year, okay. Now the owner or the teams are looking at you, and they feel you're a $15 million a year player and offer you $45 million for or it should be $45 million for 3 years. What do you do? Do you take the qualifying order at 22, or do you take the $45 million for 3, knowing, let's say, you're 29 or 30 years old?
Yeah.
What would you do?
Just with my experience and what I've gone through, I would say I take the 3 for 45. I mean, a lot of factors play into that, but I think at the end of the day, it's like you never know what the year after that holds. Like sometimes it's not good to be a free agent. What happens if you get hurt and then nobody's calling you anymore, or you got to start in the minor leagues and all that kind of stuff. So I would say 3 for 45 because at the end of the day,
you guarantee 3 years.
You're in the big leagues for 3 years, and the money is still pretty good money, obviously, and you're living out your dream. So live it as long as you can.
So you wouldn't bet on yourself that you're going to do really good on 22. That you're going to. sort of like a Juan Soto. Juan Soto bet on himself and he won big. He's won the battle, fantastic. But I'm looking at it not only in a player's but in an owner's perspective. Like, in other words, I want you, but they're saying that the industry is saying 45 million. So why would I offer? Why would I do the qualifying offer? You're going to take that, and then I might lose you next year.
So I think I'm not. I think usually they only offer the qualifying offer to guys that they know aren't going to take the qualifying offer because they want the draft pick.
Mm-hmm.
That I think they know what that number is and what they'll accept and what they won't. Those numbers that you're throwing out there seem a little too close. It might be like we're going to throw them a qualifying offer at 1 year for 25, but we know that my agent's telling me that I can go get 5 for 150 somewhere. Does that make sense? And that's why the team would throw that qualifying offer out there. Now, I don't remember the Soto situation, and you could be right about that. But usually
Soto.
that's what.
We traded for Soto, and he was like the last year on his contract.
Right.
And we traded him in the offseason. So the 1 year he was with us, and we gave up a haul for him. He had a great career year for him. And then, we offered him a qualifying offer, and Soto ended up robbing the bank with the Mets with the 765 15-year deal. And
So I mean that's a big difference, right?
Yeah.
I think the Yankees knew that he wasn't going to take it. They just wanted the draft pick.
Mm-hmm.
So they could have, and I'm pretty sure this is how this works too. The qualifying offer doesn't mean that they can't then go back and offer him a bigger deal later. They just knew that he wasn't going to take that qualifying offer. So when he turns it down, they get a draft pick.
Yeah,
Right.
in that respect, it makes sense. But can I mention the player that I have in, or should I? We got to keep that out of the realm. Can I mention the player that I'm talking about? Is that okay?
No, if I guess you can. I don't know. Actually, no, don't.
Well, I won't mention the player, but just I don't want the player calling me up and saying, "Hey, you're keeping my money away from the Yankees." No, I don't.
But, before we go any further, I just want to, guys, please. I don't know, Logan. I don't know if you heard the news today that Marshawn Nealon from the Cowboys passed away. I just want to send continued prayers to him and his family and the Cowboys organization. This is a tough time they're going through, and he was only 24 years old, second season with the Cowboys, and unfortunately, taking away his life. And the police report is out there already, but the investigation is still ongoing. But I just want to, guys, please send continued prayers. This is not a funny thing. This is a serious matter.
No, yes.
And like I said earlier, my team and I know someone closely that knows him. So I don't want to. I'll leave that privately. But please send continued prayers. I just want to get that out of the way because that's
very sad. Very sad. I feel for the family, the girlfriend, as I mentioned, he had a girlfriend, and of course the friends and relatives and everybody, and the Dallas Cowboys. It's a very, very sad day, and that's why we have to take life so precious and just live every day like happy, smile, and not worry. Just go out and love your family, love your friends, and move on. And it's a sad day. It really is. I mean, as a Cowboy fan, and Nathan, you know that you're a Cowboy fan.
But Logan, real quick, what are your thoughts on these these former players, like first year managers? Like today, the Padres hired Greg Stammen. I'm sure you're facing you played against him, but what are your thoughts on the first year managers now getting more opportunities, and do you think it could be from the lockout coming up, or?
I don't know. I don't know if it has anything to do with that. I think the managers, it's an ebb and flow of things. They were getting a lot younger, and then you had some older managers come in. Ron Washington, Snedeker was older. I think they want younger guys. They think it'll help relate to the players. I think there's a lot of
Makes sense. Yes.
There's a lot of as a manager, I think now the biggest thing is it's not writing up the lineup card. It's kind of put out there for you, and there's a whole book on situations and what we should do when this happens or if this happens in this high leverage situation. We bring in this guy, and it's already talked about and planned out before the game. Very few times would a guy use his instincts anymore. It's now more about going by the book, and I think it's more about managing egos, keeping everybody pulling the same way on the rope, and being good with the media, being energetic, being positive. Uh, there's a lot of demands as a manager, time constraints, things like that. You're in the field first, you're at the field last. Travel, all that kind of stuff. So I think it's just going younger for a lot of different reasons.
Hey, Joe, Victor has a question for Logan
Let's see.
about Richard's.
Going there.
Yeah.
Have you ever had to deal with what happened to the Cowboys are going through?
So I wasn't on the team, but when Jose Fernandez passed, I got a call. I was with the Rays, and that was a very sad day because I was his teammate. Loved being his teammate. He's had this joy for life, and it's crazy to see that guy pitch. It was like watching poetry in motion. It was just a work of art, and everything he did was smooth, fluid, and he could have been something special, something we'd still be talking about today, obviously. And just to see it all taken away and snap of fingers it's tough. Went to the funeral and all that stuff, and it's just hard thing to go through. But you know, part of life is dying, so you gotta live like there's no tomorrow and enjoy every moment you have.
Well, there was also the name, unfortunately, escapes me right now, but the Phillies pitcher that pitched the no hitter, it was great.
Roy Holiday.
Yeah, Holiday. That's right. I'm sorry, name escaped me. That was very sad. What a wonderful pitcher he was.
I think his son is in the majors now.
I think so. Yeah.
For the Orioles?
No, that's Matt Holiday's son.
Oh, Matt Holiday.
No. Okay. Well, maybe it's wrong.
No,
I know the common name.
No, the Jackson Holiday, that's Matt Holiday's son.
Are you okay? Do you think that the Dodgers? What did you think of the World Series?
Oh, it was awesome. It was great. I mean, I thought the Blue Jays were going to win it. Thought the Dodgers were going to win it. Then I thought the Blue Jays were going to win it. Then I thought the Dodgers were going to win it. And then I thought the Blue Jays. And it was back and forth. It was great.
Yeah.
I don't think that you go back and you play that series over again, the Blue Jays probably win it. It's just one of those things. They made the plays when they had to. Shoot, crazy. So
best player in baseball right now.
Oh, it's Ohtani, no question. The things that he's doing is we've never seen anything like it. We'll probably never see anything like it again.
And to be honest, for him to be able to win 2 World Series championships in the first 2 years with the Dodgers is unbelievable.
Yeah.
It's crazy.
Yep. Yeah. I mean, again, like that was it's crazy because he wasn't as dominant with the Angels, hitting nor pitching, but he was well on his way. And they didn't come close to the playoffs. So it just goes to show you that baseball is not a one-man show. Just because you got the best player in the world doesn't mean you're going to go anywhere with it. So,
and then my follow-up question. I mean, when you see Judge having spectacular, historic years, year in, year out, and then you got Ohtani doing what he does, it's like, have you ever seen baseball like this? I mean,
I don't know. You go back, you look at Pujols. I don't know if there was anybody that rivaled what Pujols was doing in his era, but those numbers were insane. I mean, who else is out there?
I remember seeing Barry Bonds.
Yeah, Miguel Cabrera was probably one of the best right-handed hitters I ever saw.
Yes.
There's just the list goes on and on. There's always great players. There's always guys that just stand above. You know, the big league baseball players are 1% of the 1%, and a guy like myself was very average in the big leagues, and then you guys have guys that are like they come from another planet. And Otani's one of them. Mike Trout's one of them. You know, the list goes on and on. So
Now you played with Carl Crawford, didn't you? Or was he
I did
already?
not. No, he was already gone. Yeah.
He was already with. Okay.
Yeah, he went to Boston.
Right. Which I think that was. I think he should have stayed with Tampa Bay. I was saying that all along. He had a niche there that was incredible, and I just when you just know what that a player should be there. Period. Like, can you ever imagine a guy like Don Mattingly or George Brett offer their two teams? It just you couldn't imagine that. But it's crazy. MVP. My last question: MVP. You think in the American League, will it go to Kyle Riley, or do you think it will go to Aaron Judge, or maybe co-MVPs?
Yeah. I don't think there should be a co MVP, but it's nothing taken away from any of them. I think what they did was amazing this year, and for Judge to be hurt and put up the numbers he did, I get all the OPS numbers, and he was elite. He's definitely better at the plate than Kyle Raleigh. For me, playing with Seattle, knowing the travel he had to go through, managing the pitching staff, being behind the plate the whole time, and then hitting 61 home runs or 60 home runs is. You haven't seen a switch hitter do it. You haven't seen a catcher do it. I think he has to win the MVP. Again,
Wow.
that's not taking anything away from Judge, but it's just the extra workload that he had catching behind the plate, getting hit by foul balls, all the stuff that goes into it. And I don't think you're not going to see a season like that from a catcher again for a really long time. And I don't think Cal's going to do it again. It's just one of those things. He was locked in. He was getting good pitches to hit. Now next year, guys are going to be careful from the jump, and he's not going to see as many good pitches to hit. So his OPS might jump because he's going to get a lot more walks, but his home runs will probably be down.
And the Veterans Committee, Don Mattingly has a very good chance this year. Do you see Don Mattingly being named to the Hall of Fame?
If not this year, eventually. I mean, the guy's been around baseball so long. He's made so many, not just on the field as a player, but as a coach. He's made such a positive impact on players' lives, players' knowledge of the game. So, yeah, he's, in my opinion, you should get in. But hey, baseball is the hardest Hall of Fame to get into. So I don't know what these guys think.
Well, he's gone from Toronto as of today, so it's going to be very interesting. Is he going to possibly, is it time for him to rejoin the New York Yankees, or possibly wait for a managerial spot?
Hey, Logan, you should promote your podcast if you still have the podcast.
Yes, please.
I think and then I saw an episode with you and John Buck, I think, if I'm not mistaken.
Yeah, it's Built Different. It's called Built Different Podcast, and I just go on there and at times do it. But it's with the company called Earnsy, and basically they're looking to be the official rewards program of youth sports. So you get an online database around the country, and you do hit track games for kids in the off season. If you win this at your age, you get a certain gift card to Rawlings, or get this or get that. So you're able to get a little incentive for these kids, and it's to promote competition, healthy competition. Also, there's a big thing in youth sports right now, and especially baseball, where these kids are just getting abused. They're playing way too many games.
Yeah.
So being able to show them how to practice, but also being able to compete is a good thing to have. Eventually get to a point where you have a bunch of different, you call them franchises, and all these kids competing. You could have 200,000 kids competing against each other and not even playing a game. So it's a good thing. Yeah, that's kind of what we're doing now. And in those live streams, those podcasts, we watch games, try to bring the kids in on it. If I was a hitter, what would I be thinking in this situation with this pitcher? What am I trying to get accomplished here? What side of the plate am I eliminating? What side of the plate am I looking for? Trying to get them to think like that. The sooner the better with that. Now, having said that, in youth sports, sometimes pitchers don't have that kind of control and command, so you don't have to develop that quite yet. So
yeah, that was a great episode, and Whoever has Instagram, go please check it out. John Buck, man. Everybody, hey, whoever doesn't know John Buck, then you don't know baseball. John Buck was an underrated catcher. He brought swag to the game. This guy is like he was built like a football player, but in the baseball thing. But this guy was a Yankee killer. He played with the Blue Jays and Logan. I think Logan, you were teammates with him, right? If I'm not
Yeah, with the Marlins. Yeah.
yeah. So this guy, look it up. John Buck. That was a great episode, and that was awesome. So.
Yeah.
Yeah, no question, and no, we appreciate Logan all the time you've given us, and we
Well,
would.
Dave. Yeah, I forget about this, but Dave Sims was on there with us too.
Oh, Dave Sims.
Oh, yeah.
That's right.
Episode.
Yeah.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, he was on the episode. Yeah.
Dave Sims. Me and I'm trying to. So me and him we're trying to. I'm trying to get him to do a. He's busy, but he started up his own podcast again after the season. You should go on there. I should tell Dave Sims to bring you on there. But so I got connected through Dave Sims during the off season, obviously when he got the Yankees job, and now my team and I are working on He were trying to get him to do a big panel for Joe's NYYANEE show on here eventually. So I'd like to keep you posted if we're able to make that happen. I'll let you know if maybe you can join that one also.
Sure, no problem.
He's awesome at play-by-play. I mean, I heard him do TV play-by-play when he did it with the Mariners, and then when he does I heard him on the radio with Susan Waldman doing the Yankees play-by-play. I was like, wow, it makes you feel like you're in the stadium.
Yeah, no, it's true, but no, we are looking forward to all the stories and all of the thank yous on Tuesday. And if we can get in touch with you, you can give us a few minutes.
I'll remind Logan. I have his number, so
yeah,
we'll remind him, and then about the number 11 show, and then 7 p.m. and then we'll send me Joe. Send me the link. Once you send me that link for the show, we'll send it to him also.
You got it. You got it.
Send us a specific time that you want him to come on, and we'll
sure. Well, I'm asking it right now, more or less. Are you available between the hours of 7 and 8? Do you think? I know it's Tuesday, but
yeah, that's no problem. We can do it.
Okay. Oh, thank you, Logan. Really appreciate it. The chat loves it, loves you guys. And anytime you have anything you like to promote or anything like that, please let us know.
And we'll try our best to match make Logan and Gracie.
Yeah,
there we go.
There we go. NYY love boat. Here we
go. I mean, you could always
be invited to the wedding.
No, this will be the next episode of Love Island.
I mean, you could always get help from
the wedding. That's all I got to say.
I mean, if it comes down to it, you can always get help from Taylor Swift and Travis Kelce.
Yeah, no doubt about that.
There you go. No, but thank you so much, Logan, for spending time. Good luck with everything. Stay healthy. Big hugs to those beautiful family, the kids you have.
Thank you.
And we're looking forward to speaking with you again. And I can say from everybody here, thank you so much from the bottom of our hearts. God bless you and your family.
Thanks, guys. We'll see you Tuesday.
Yes, and
yes, you will. Thank you.
Don't forget, Wednesday, we got Logan coming on Job in the Mouth Wednesday and our other show, too, so stay tuned for that.
Yep.
He's got his work cut out for him. Yeah. And we'll get you married. Don't worry. All right. Oh, that was cool. That was great. Yeah, so we're going to be the love boat now.
We're
going to be the love muffin.
I told you Logan is the best.
Yeah. That was awesome.
Hey, Sean, good job. You killed it also. You're becoming a natural interviewer. That's good. You guys, shout out to the chat. You guys did great with the question, and Joe, good job. You guys, you killed it also.
Thank you. Yeah. But we gotta get him to hooked up. So let's do this.
Yep.
Let's get him hooked up. That would be. Oh, can you imagine? How did you meet? Well, they talked about it on NYYANEE Mania. I love it.
Hey, that could potentially blow up.
I'm telling you, man. Forget about it. That'd be awesome. Nathan, how are you feeling? Also,
A little bit, a bit better, but you can tell my voice is a little.
no, it's okay. I mean, that doesn't stop you from yapping. You always do a good job, and so does and Sean.
Remember, you
like
guys.
you said, you did very
Guess who followed my team and I on Instagram today?
Who?
I'll give you 3 guesses. He played for the Chicago Bulls and the New York Knicks. He was the center. He was the
what's
center.
Ben Rice?
Nope.
Or no, the big Australian. I keep forgetting his name.
no? Oh man, I've seen him too, and I can't think of his name now.
Oh, or are you talking about Joakim Noah?
No.
No, I know. Oh my
I think
God, I'm seeing him playing right now. Oh, come on. Oh my God, what's his? Charles Oakley.
Nope.
No.
You guys, all right. You guys remember Eddie Curry?
Oh, him?
Yeah, the bozo. I mean, no, just kidding.
Well, he followed us on Instagram today. So
Oh yeah.
there's another connection potentially that my team and I can get on for you guys too. For your show.
Oh, nice. Yeah, no, I thought you were talking about Charles Oakley.
No, we done events with Charles Oakley before, but no, Eddie Curry just he saw our stuff.
Oh, cool. Well, you know what? That was great. I'm glad that Logan came back after the little problem, and
guys, don't forget tomorrow my team and I also booked Xavier Shuggs, our other good friend, 9:30 a.m. Eastern. What a back-to-back day, man!
Yeah, and then we got Monday, baby, Monday. We got Kemba, we got Cosell, we got the Cosell family.
My team and I are working on getting Donnie Baseball on here as we speak.
Oh, that'd be awesome.
Oh my God, that would be. Forget about it. That would be awesome.
All right, we got some connections through him. So
next week we got some week we have Colin Cosell on Monday. Tuesday we have the big salute to the heroes. And Wednesday I just booked none other than forget about it, historian, baseball writer, 3-4 books, unbelievable, worked for Sports Phone, the #1 sports guy, and Howie Carpin is going to be coming on with us at 7 p.m. on Wednesday night, and we are really looking forward to that. You want to get Yankee stories, everyone? Well, this is the guy you better come and watch because you're really going to enjoy this. He is. I have known Howie now. We've done radio together. We've been in the same locker rooms. It's been an incredible journey, and I am so excited to say that he's coming on and hopefully to do a few things with us. So we will be talking a little bit more about that as the days go on. But next Wednesday, we will have Howie Carpin here, who now is working for Sirius Radio, and he was an anchor with WCBS Radio in New York City.
Logan just said that he enjoyed it. So.
Oh, great! Thank you. Tell him thank you, and tell him kudos. We're gonna get him a date.
Yep.
I'm going to be on your backside with that the whole time.
I'm going to reach out to Grace to see what we can do.
Grace is in the.
I was gonna leave Grace for me, but I'll give it to Logan. So.
Yeah. No, Gracie is the daughter of Clark Hunt. She's the heiress of the chief. Yeah.
Yeah, but like I said, my team and I have a good connection with them, and actually Tavia Hunt, we message her. We go back and forth usually sometimes when she's not busy, and she keeps us in the loop with everything. So
yeah, no, I just like that.
Eventually, we can try and get Tavia on here too, the Chiefs owner.
No, but I like to have Gracie Cashman. I think she's great, interviewing a lot of the Yankees and everything. I think she'd be great with this show.
Yeah,
so definitely looking forward to that. But guys, it was awesome. Great show today, everyone. Thank you for coming on. We will be giving you the latest on the qualifying offers because you've got to get it in by 4 p.m. today, guys.
Ramon Laureano is returning to the Padres.
Oh, wow.
Oh, already?
Yeah, on a 6.5.
Oh, okay. There you go. So that's another guy off the. I'm really interested in seeing what the Yanks are going to do with Grissom. Are they going to tell him?
The Yankees have declined the offer on Ted Grisham. I'm joking, not yet.
Oh, don't listen to this guy, okay?
I'm just joking.
No, I mean, I think that, I know there's a lot of people, experts are linking Yankees to Kyle Tucker, or even I know they mentioned one of the teams in on Bellinger.
Wendy, do you have Twitter also? Hold on. I'll put our Instagram and Twitter. Hold on, Wendy.
JT says, guys, you know who would be a great, interesting guest? How about if we can get Jose Canseco?
Well, we did an event with Jose Canseco in Woodbridge before.
Oh,
he's a crazy guy, but
yeah, but the highlight from his career that gets played the most.
Off the head.
Hey, I'll give you 3 guesses who he hates. Only one person in the world he hates. Who do you think
Mark
it is?
McGwire?
Nope. Hey, everybody should know this. Every time he tweets, he's saying only one he goes, "Hello, everyone," except for one person.
Really? No.
You don't know?
I don't read a lot of his tweets, but
are you ready for this?
Who?
He hates A-Rod.
Oh yeah, that makes sense. They were teammates.
That definitely makes sense. That makes sense. A-Rod would be a good guess. That would be fun. But you know what? Donnie Baseball. Because everybody here would say, come back to the Yankees. Come back to the Yankees.
My team and I are working on it for you.
Don Manning. Oh, my God.
Donnie Baseball. I would love to pick his mind. I mean, just both playing career, his coaching career, and just the inside knowledge of baseball in itself.
Yeah, no, 100%. 100%. But I also want to plug tonight at 8:30. The Yankees, The Ugly Truth. Ken is going to be on with an open panel after the first few minutes.
Shout out to Ken, The Ugly Truth.
And he's going to talk about the Hall of Fame, the veterans, and this year's Hall of Fame. So I definitely suggest everybody going over to Ken's channel tonight at 8:30. And if you want to talk about the Hall of Fame, if you have any questions, please go there. I'm going there. We should all go there and rah Ken's channel. Press the like button. And just like over here, subscribe. We'd really appreciate each and every one of you.
Shout out. Hey, Wendy, I put our Instagram and Twitter there on the chat, if you can see it there. And then also, shout out to Ken from The Ugly Truth. Please subscribe to his channel. Subscribe to everyone's channel here. Everyone is doing a great job. Everybody's killing it. Like I said, glad that my team and I can help out with Logan. And then tomorrow we helped out with Xavier, so tune in for that. Get your questions ready for tomorrow and Monday too with Colin Cosell. And Victor, shout out to Victor from the Third Floor podcast. He does a great job. He's one of the best out there. And Victor just said he'll be calling the Raiders Broncos tonight. Ooh, let's go.
All right.
There you go.
Hey.
Shout out to Victor. He does a great job with NFL football, and he has a great show. We'll go raid his channel tonight and give him lots of love. So, Victor, thank you. Oh, and by the way, Victor will be joining TJ and myself tomorrow on the simulcast of the WWE show that we're going to have right here on NYMania at 10 p.m. right after SmackDown.
Shout out to TJ. Shout out to Turnbuckle Talk. Shout out to TJ. Had the opportunity to meet TJ for the first time at Joe's cousin's house. That was awesome. So,
but yeah.
No, it's niece.
Niece. There you go.
Yeah, baby. There we go. So so guys, you got some final thoughts?
Well, I just want to give a shout out to you guys. You guys killed it. Great job with Logan.
Thank you so
Shout out to the chat for the questions for him. You guys are
Thank
great.
you for bringing him. Thank
yeah,
you
no
for
problem.
bringing him on.
Keep up the great work, everyone. And Wendy, I don't know if you saw I put the Instagram and Twitter out there. But yes, keep up the great work, everyone, and see you guys later.
You got it. You have a great day, Sean. Final words.
Yeah, guys. No, thanks, chat, for having great questions, but also keeping it civil and respectful. Um, we enjoyed. Shout out to Logan. That was a great interview. But we wouldn't have it possible without you guys in the chat, without the panel, Joe, and obviously with Nathan, with all his connections. Shout out to him. Shout out to Ken from the Yankees, The Ugly Truth. Be there tonight, but also check out Victor's channel, Wendy's channel. Yeah, guys. Just like I said, and if anybody is struggling or someone that is struggling with mental health, reach out to them, but help and get and reach out for help if it's you. I just say that personally because I struggled with mental health years ago, and when I reached out for help, I was able to get better at it. So
Thank God.
yeah.
Thank God. You're a great guy, a great brother, a great friend. And if you ever get into whatever, we're here for you, man. Just like I know you guys are here for me. We really appreciate it, Sean. Thank God you're okay.
Yep.
God bless you.
Hey, Sean, we love working with you. You're amazing, and obviously, thank you for your service as always. Looking forward to hearing your stories on Tuesday. More of your stories, and keep up the great work, man.
And Wendy says she struggles with mental health, and
Wendy,
we are here. You got a whole family over here.
Yeah.
We're all here for you.
Yeah, Wendy, we got your back. And yeah, everybody, just say hello. Make sure your loved ones know that you love them, and just everybody have a great day. And
Charles said, breaking news: Don Mattingly leads the Blue Jays. Yep.
Breaking news: Nathan probably has another guest for us pretty soon. Breaking news. Thank you. Thank you, everyone. You guys are the best. We go back to 9 a.m. tomorrow morning, everyone. Don't forget. And 9 o'clock is the show. 9:30. Our great guest will be coming on. Thanks to Nathan and his team, and we'll have another great stream. So we go from lunch to back to breakfast tomorrow, everyone. So we are looking forward to that. And Richard, if you're still with us, please email me with your phone number. We need to speak to you. Thank you so much. And everybody in the chat, we will see you later on. We will have updates on the qualifying offers and any Yankee news.
Yep.
You never know when we're going to be coming back. And I'm going to be doing a members-only stream sometime today or tonight for all the members. And thank you so much for being a member stream for us. Have a great day, everyone. We love each and every one of you. God bless you all. God bless America.